friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Hello, everyone. You are listening to the MC Lars podcast. It is Monday, October 12th. This is episode 106, and this episode is brought to you by the following Patreon Larsians. Shout out to Mike, JP, and Axton, and shout out to the new ones, James, T, and Vries. If you want to support me on Patreon, you get over 100 songs. I did songs about all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. I'm doing songs about all the Star Wars movies, video games, and TV shows in chronological order. I just dropped the Attack of the Clones song, which I think turned out super well. And if you sign up at a certain level, you get access to videos and different haikus and instrumentals and essays about the songs. It's really cool. There's a lot of content on Patreon, and you get access to the entire back catalog of stuff. And shout out to everyone who's been supporting it and anyone who's supported me in other ways through streaming or picking up merch or coming to see us. The pandemic has been hard because we haven't been able to tour, but you all have been very, very generous, and it's made me very grateful to still do this stuff. So I love you all. Thank you very much. Today's episode is a little different. Before I get into that, I wanted to play this week's letter to Atlas. If you want to call in and leave a message to our baby boy Atlas, the number is 510-463-4237. That's 510-463-4237. It goes to a Google Voice number, and I'm going to play all these messages for Atlas when he's old enough. But this week's message comes from another father, Walter in North Carolina. Take it away, Walter. Is he sleeping? Is he pooping? Just checking in. How's a little boy doing? These are some messages that you left. Wishing our little baby boy the best. Now it's time for Letters to Atlas.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, this is a message for Atlas. Your parents are cool. I know you don't believe that some days. Some days you're not going to believe your parents are cool, and that's cool too. But your parents are cool. Your parents definitely were cool. And they always will be cool. And some days you'll have disagreements with them, and that's all right, man. That is just all right. But they're your parents, and they love you. And I just want to say that you're going to be an awesome kid. You have awesome parents. And there's just no way that this doesn't go awesome. So with that said, peace, blessings, love to all three of you. And that's it. And this is Walter. Think Lars knows who I am. Take care. Peace. Oh, yeah. By the way, Atlas, your dad goes by the moniker of MC Lars.
All right. So this week's episode, you may have heard if you follow my Bandcamp. Maybe not. It's kind of convoluted. So The Best Show is a show on WFMU, which is a legendary station. And Tom Scharpling and John Wurster have a project called Scharpling and Wurster. And I discovered them because on tour, Frontalot played us this very funny clip called Rock, Rot, and Rule, where basically there's a fake book writer who talks about how he knows about what bands are awesome, what bands aren't. And the people listening to the radio show thought that he was serious. He said things like Madness invented ska and having these very opinionated views. And so on the tour, we went down the rabbit hole of Scharpling and Wurster, and we heard this thing they did where Tom Scharpling and Paul F. Tompkins did a little riff on the promo for the Gathering of the Juggalos. This was the year that the Magnets thing went viral and everyone was making fun of the Miracles video. And they did a whole thing clowning, so to speak, on the Gathering of the Juggalos. So then the next week, Scharpling and Wurster did this bit where this guy, Rabid B, Hatchetman, called in to try to explain why the Gathering was so dope. And what was so funny about it is that all his references and the rappers and everything he talks about, it's like very researched Juggalo literacy. So Schäffer and I played this a lot on the tour in February, and we loved it so much, we transcribed it and did a cover of it. And so we don't do the whole thing. You'll see it gets cut off kind of abruptly, but it's a tribute to The Best Show, and Scharpling and Wurster are very, very funny dudes. So this is a tribute to that. Before we play this, I want to play you an interview I did with MC Snax, who is my Canadian friend who's been helping me do the weekly Hatchet Chats, where if you didn't know, if you go to my YouTube channel, every week we review an ICP album or a Psychopathic Records release and talk about that history in independent hip-hop. And it's really fun. So we talk about that. So I'm going to play the interview with Snax, and then we're going to hear the Rabid B Hatchetman thing. And then I'm going to play Madman with Schäffer. But first, here is an interview with MC Snax. All right, so before we get into the segment for today's podcast, we have a guest you've heard on the MC Lars podcast before. I think we did a double episode. Is that right, Snax?
That is correct.
Let's talk about Hatchet Chat, because a few episodes ago, you joined me as my co-host, and every week now we're dropping these on YouTube. So I want to give a little promo and information about the series. So how would you, if someone had never heard of our series, how would you pitch it to them?
I would say, we go through, we take a look at ICP's, Psychopathic Records discography in a chronological order, but we try and do it from a history side when it comes to their record label, but also we try and drop some nerdcore flavor and your lit hop knowledge in there as well.
And last week we did Riddle Box. Wednesday we have our episode dropping about Stranglemania, which is their first video, which was like a wrestling video. And you know a lot about wrestling. So that episode, I really learned a lot from you about wrestling. Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
But here's the thing. This is why it's crazy. ICP have a lot of records, but not only that, Psychopathic, their label, put out tons of other artists, tons of videos. And this was an interesting history contribution to independent music and culture, because they happen to build hip hop regionally and then go internationally, then become like this certified meme when the Magnets thing went crazy in 2009. And so they've really, of all the bands from the 90s, they've really outlasted most of them and kept growing and stayed relevant. So it's kind of a study, an anthropological study of Juggalo culture, as well as from a musicologist perspective, the musical elements on the record. It's a really cool show, and we have 11 episodes now, at least 11 or 12. I mean, something like that. It's growing, and so tune into that. But Snax, let's talk about how do we produce it, and what is getting ready for it. You're in charge of the research for it. So what do you do to get ready for each episode?
Yeah, so I always try and do a little bit of research. Of course, I start off listening or watching whatever we're doing the episode on. And Behind the Paint, Violent J's autobiography is resource number one. I'll probably revisit a chapter in that. It's as we get later in their discography, it gets easier though, because I'm more familiar with the, from Riddlebox on. So I actually have to do less research. It's just more memory. But yeah, we get that up, and you yourself are very versed in that department as far as knowledge with Psychopathic Records. So we just have a lot of fun.
It's tight. Thank you for saying that, Snax. But also something crazy about it is that I got into ICP mid 90s. You got into them when the 6th Joker's card of the first deck dropped, the Wraith.
Yeah.
So your entry point to ICP was most people's exit point.
Yeah, about half the Juggalos probably left at that point, but I hopped right on.
And that was the surprising record where they were yo, we're religious, maybe even Christian, and we do this as a way to tell the story of God, kind of like C.S. Lewis uses Narnia as a metaphor for Christianity. ICP uses the Dark Carnival. So it's crazy how your entry point was there, and that's something we've also connected about our faith and stuff. And it's really interesting to talk to you about this also, because this never ever really comes up. You live in Canada, and you live in kind of a small town in Canada, right?
Yeah, I live in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. So Newfoundland is actually an island on the east coast, further east than Nova Scotia. And there's not too many Juggalos here. When I was growing up, I didn't know any. But I got into them through wrestling, because they were in wrestling and stuff like that. But it's a fun fan base to be a part of, because there's so much to enjoy. They're constantly pumping out content. And that's why it's such a fun series to do, because there's so much to cover, and so much of it is interconnected, and the history is so rich, and the mythology is rich. And even if you're a non-Juggalo, I think you can, get some good entertainment from the Hatchet Chat series.
So Hatchet Chat. So subscribe to the MC Lars channel, because I think we're going to keep posting them there, and then you'll get the old ones. You get the updates. And Snax, thanks. I'm glad we could have you on to talk about our web series.
Man, it's an honor to be a part of it, brother.
Whoop whoop
whoop whoop.
So this is the interview that Schäffer and I did. Rabid B, Hatchetman, which, like I said, is a cover of the WFMU skit talking about the memeing of ICP. This is from 10 years ago. Well, I explained it before, but this is here we go. This is the Rabid B, Hatchetman. Holler.
I'm tired of these accents.
What's that?
I'm tired of these weird accents.
What weird accents? The British woman?
That chick, and then the two guys. It's Okay, the guys from Men at Work or something. I'm sick of it. This is America.
No, those are not the guys from Men at Work. That's Australian. That's Australian all the way.
Same diff.
You know, it's not, those guys were British.
I could give a rip. Oh!
Oh, sorry, who is this?
What? This is RB.
RB?
Yeah, hey, my ninja. Bust out something from Hell's Pit. Tired of the weak crap you're playing.
What's Hell's Pit?
Hell's Pit!
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Typical. All right, something from Riddlebox?
I don't know what Riddlebox is either.
All right, Beverly Kills 50187?
I don't know that album either.
All right, bust out The Wraith.
The Wraith?
Carnival of Carnage? Come on, man.
I don't know any of these.
What kind of juggalo are you?
I'm not a juggalo at all.
What?
No, you mean like an Insane Clown Posse fan?
Yeah, I was told you were one of us.
No.
Well, all the Juggalo forums were talking about how you were going on about ICP for like 3 hours last week.
Well, I think I was going on and on, not in a positive way.
Well, what did you say about it?
I was kind of, I had that video clip of like the promo thing for the gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, yeah.
And I started goofing on it a little bit with...
Wait, what?
Oh, I was teasing it.
Oh, you should have thought twice about that.
Why? I was just goofing around.
You don't know who this is, do you?
RB.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are though, RB.
Rabid B Hatchetman.
What is your name?
Rabid B Hatchetman.
Rabid B. Like the middle initial B?
Yes.
And your last name is Hatchetman?
Yeah.
Hatchet. What is Hatchetman?
You aren't a juggalo.
No, I'm not.
Ever check out the logo?
I've seen is that the Insane Clown Posse logo or?
No, of Psychopathic Records, you munch.
Yes, I have it, and it's like a little elf or something.
The Hatchetman. Oh, man. You just hope you never come down to Newbridge Flats.
Newbridge Flats?
Yeah, it's the poor side of town. I'm sure you've only seen it on the news.
No, I've lived in the town my whole life. I've lived in Newbridge. I've been to Newbridge Flats plenty of times.
Really? And you survived?
Yeah.
Well, next time you're down here, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Really?
I'm gonna spray you.
Spray? What? What do you mean you're gonna spray me?
I'm gonna get you. Vitamin F.
What is vitamin F?
Fago? What do you think it is?
That's the soda that you dudes spray on each other?
Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna spray me with Fago when I come in there?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
I'm OJ.
What does that mean?
Original Juggalo.
You're an original Juggalo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of the head of the Newbridge Juggalos. I go way back.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Saw him on Stranglemania.
What was that? Like
The Stranglemania tour, you munch.
I don't know these things. I'm not a fan.
But you said you're going though, right?
To what? The Gathering of the Juggalos?
Yeah.
I mean, I would be interested in going, but I don't know if I'm actually going to make it out there, no.
Oh, you got to. Oh, come on, man.
Are you going?
Walk it like you talk it.
You're going.
Of course I'm going. I've been to all of them, all except 6.
You didn't go to 6 because this is the 10th annual one.
Oh, yeah.
But you've been to the 9 of the 10. You didn't make it to...
Yep.
Why didn't you make it to number 6?
I was in the hut.
Oh, so you were in jail?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What landed you in jail?
Attempted murder.
What's that?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
Yes.
Great. Who were you attempting to murder?
My dad. My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Why?
He wanted me to get a job. I got mad.
How old are you?
36.
So that would have been 5 years ago?
Yep.
So when you were 31, he wanted you to get a job.
Yeah, that jerk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Guess what I came after him with?
A hatchet?
Yep.
Okay, and what did you do with the hatchet?
I tried to bury it somewhere.
In his head?
Yep.
I don't like that at all.
Hey.
Is that your thing?
The pea popping?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. How do you know?
Because you kept doing it.
Yeah, they do it in Big Money Hustlers.
Oh, that's one of their movies, right?
Oh, yeah. They also do it in Big Money Rustlers.
Is that another one of their movies?
It's the prequel.
Uh-huh.
Show a Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope some respect, you jerk.
Look, I'm fascinated by the culture of the whole thing, but I'm not a fan of the music.
Why not? What don't you like about it?
I don't like it at all. It's like just, do you want to know what I honestly don't like about it?
Absolutely. Yeah, school me. Teach me.
You're not going to get mad.
Oh, no, my ninja.
You promise you won't get mad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look, I'm a fan of hip-hop, but that just sounds like it's the lowest rent hip-hop I've ever heard.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, it's like, they're not good. They're not good rappers at all. The beats are pretty...
Dope?
Generic.
What?
So you said you wouldn't get mad.
I'm not mad.
You sound pretty mad.
I'm angry.
You're angry. Okay.
It's different.
Oh, so you got me on a technicality?
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, come to this thing. You know why?
Why? The gathering of the Juggalos?
Absolutely. You can witness the freshness.
Like what? What is the freshness?
The new ICP tunes. They're playing stuff from BPB.
I don't know what BPB means.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
I don't know any of this.
Bang Pow Boom.
That's their new album?
Yes, it's not even out yet.
So people are gonna play stuff from that.
Not people. ICP are gonna play stuff from that.
Okay, the Insane Clown Posse.
Jugga dope.
It's just, I don't know the music. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you gotta come. You know who else is gonna be there?
Who?
Oh, geez. Got a Year. Evil Ed.
Uh-huh.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Blaze.
Yeah.
You ready? Strapped in?
Sure, yeah.
Boondocks is gonna be there.
The Boondocks?
Boondocks!
Okay.
Dark Lotus.
Uh-huh.
ABK.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, these are...
You don't even know what ABK is, do you?
I'm gonna assume the K stands for kill or something like...
No.
No?
It's Killa.
Oh, killa. I'm sorry.
Yeah, anybody Killa.
Anybody killa.
Yeah, you fudge munch. Next thing you're gonna tell me you don't know who Hatchet House is.
I don't.
Ram B.
I don't.
The Axe Murder Boys.
The Axe Murder Boys.
Yeah, surely you've heard of Ice Cube?
Yes.
He's gonna be there. My favorite band. Kind of my Beatles are gonna be there too.
Your Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Who are your Beatles?
Guar.
That's your Beatles?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
You mean the band where everybody's dressed in costumes and they spray fake blood?
Yeah, like good songs.
They do not write good songs.
You need to come to Juggalo school, my friend.
Is that a thing? Is there such thing as a Juggalo school?
Not necessarily, but I would be your Jugga professor, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you'll teach me?
Yeah. There's gonna be so much wicked S-hit at this thing, my ninja. Mm-hmm. 3 stages, totally fresh jams, different S-hit everywhere.
Please, uh-huh.
There'll be a human cannonball.
Yeah, and he's like gonna fire himself into the crowd or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Motocross, freestyle stuff.
Yeah?
Guys riding their bikes into the crowd. That'd be great, taking heads off. I hope so, anyway.
How is that entertainment?
Oh, it is. Man, it's violent.
But why is that entertaining?
I don't know. There's also a hayride.
Yeah, like a weird hayride through like...
Yeah, sex hayride.
Okay.
Drugs, too.
Okay.
How about bouncy boxing?
That's the thing where you fight in like an inflatable arena?
No, you dummy. It's when chicks in wet t-shirts fight.
Ugh.
What?
I don't like this at all.
Hey, well, you're into radio, right?
Yeah, well, I'm on the radio, so I would guess, yes, I am into radio.
Oh, yeah. Well, then surely you've heard of WF Off Radio?
I don't want to know. Is that like the local radio station for this thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's totally fresh.
Yeah, that sounds fresh.
You know what's also fresh?
What?
My comedy. I'm gonna do a little improv set.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's a contest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just hope I'm half as good as Upchuck.
Who's Upchuck?
Oh my God, the host.
Is that like, is he in clown makeup?
Of course he is. We all are, you jerk.
Uh-huh, well
We're not gonna all be in makeup, though. I mean, Polly's not gonna be.
Who?
Polly Shore.
Pauly Shore. That's right, I forgot he was at this thing. He's not gonna wear the clown makeup?
I don't think so. I doubt Double RP will either.
Why don't you guys just hold him down and paint his face?
Oh my God, it's a good idea. Although, he deserves our respect.
I was joking. No, well, that's more troubling than anything. Pauly Shore deserves the respect.
Yeah, so do the 2 guys in ICP.
Uh-huh. Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope.
Hey, I said show them some respect.
Uh-huh.
His real name is Shaglin Todd Dope IV.
I didn't know that. His first name is not Shaglin.
It is too.
It's not.
It is too.
It's not Shaglin Todd 2 Dope.
It is. I'll bet you an 8-liter of Faygo. They make them that big.
Sure, I'll bet you an 8-liter bottle of Faygo.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who was the other thing you said? Double RP?
Double RP? Yeah. Rowdy Roderick Piper.
Roderick?
Yeah, he's a comedy titan.
Because I saw when I watched that thing, he's at the tent.
Oh, yeah.
The Fresh Comedy Tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at it.
Absolutely, yeah. He's always funny.
He's always funny.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of comedy does Rowdy Roddy Piper do?
Well, he'll start off with some kilt humor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then, he'll do some wrestling humor.
Okay.
And then he'll just kind of trail off and start talking about stuff that we don't really care about.
Uh-huh, and do you throw stuff at him? I know that's a big thing.
No! We show him some respect, you jerk. We spray him with Faygo.
Okay, well, that sounds great.
You know who else is gonna be there?
Who?
JJ Walker.
I know. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, who is 60 years old now?
No, he's not. 62.
So he's older than 60.
Oh, it's gonna be totally dope bottom.
So you're really into this? You're really looking forward to this thing?
I love it. Absolutely, yeah. You know what I'm looking really forward to, though?
What's that?
Hog Daddy's Giant Hellfire of Death.
What? Hog Dad...
Faygo in there. Hang on.
You all right there?
Fago went down the wrong chute there.
You got the wrong pipe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hog Daddy's, what was that?
I'm sorry, this is Fago. Hog Daddy's giant hellfire of death. Why?
What goes on at that?
Oh my God, what doesn't go on? We light this big, this giant clown on fire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what it's made of?
What?
Don't ask.
Don't ask?
Yeah.
Like what?
A kind of manure.
Okay, I don't want to. You're right. I shouldn't have asked. That's my fault. So you're really going to have a lot of fun at this thing?
Oh my God, yeah. And the Nedden game?
What is that?
Oh, you just don't ask.
Dude, that sounds. I'm not going to ask.
Wiki it right now. Wiki it.
Wiki. What is it?
The Nedden game.
Actually, I'm going to wiki this. How do you spell that?
Nedden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's like a dirt. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't like that. That's a horrible laugh.
You know what I do like?
What?
Violent J's 6B.
What is that?
Violent J's Beach Boys Barbecue Blowout Bash Blast.
Oh, that's right. It's the giant thing where he makes hamburgers for everybody.
Yeah, it's the third, my nerd.
Okay,
STD is going to be serving it up.
Who?
STD.
What is that?
Shaggy 2 Dope.
Oh, okay. Shaglinton, or whatever you said his name was.
Shaglin Todd Dope the Fourth.
Okay.
Juggle dummy.
So, this is a whole thing, and now, can I ask you, you're 36 years old?
Oh, yeah.
Do you not look at this being, is it not kind of a little immature?
Not at all. What about it? The oddball wrestling?
Yeah, like that. What is that?
Well, guys fight with barbed wire and thumbtacks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next thing I know, you're going to start talking down Bloody Mania 3.
Which is the giant wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with a bunch of kind of washed-up wrestlers.
Hey, show Butterbean some respect.
Butterbean? That's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
And Vampiro?
Yeah, okay. Now, you don't look at this as any kind of, but again, you're a grown man.
Yeah.
You go into this thing where you're wearing makeup, like child's makeup. Mm-hmm. You're indulging in just, craziness, like total irresponsibility.
Sex isn't crazy.
Look,
Magical time.
It's a magical time.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a wet t-shirt contest.
Uh-huh.
No fat chicks, though. Come on.
What?
Have some Juggalo pride.
Oh, so this is the other thing when I watch that stuff.
Yeah?
You're saying no fat chicks allowed.
No way. No day.
Every guy I saw in this clip was like a big fatso.
Wait, what?
Every one of these juggalos is like a big tub of goo.
Like, what is fat to you?
Well, how much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh? Or how tall am I?
Well, okay. First of all, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
5'8".
Yeah.
Now, how much do you weigh?
How much do you think I weigh?
5'8". Are you over 200 pounds?
Yeah. No biggie.
What size t-shirt do you wear?
Not everybody makes it.
Uh-huh.
It's quad X.
A 4XL?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you look around, when you go to this thing, there's a lot of fellow guys that size, right?
There's a few, yeah.
Yeah, a few guys that big.
Yeah, what? You think I'm like 300 pounds or something?
Are you?
No.
Well, how much do you weigh?
298.
What?
298.
298. So you've managed to keep that 2 pounds off that gets you from being 300 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to be disciplined.
You don't see anything hypocritical about you telling me no fat chicks when you're the fat guy.
No, I have a healthy appetite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the other guys at this thing are equally fat?
They're equally as healthy as I am.
Uh-huh, so you call it healthy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is going to be off the hook. It's going to be lit. At one point, this always happens. It's great. There's tents on fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's always like a stabbing every year, and then every year when ICP plays the final night, all the juggalos rush up and they get on stage.
Uh-huh.
And then we ruin the concert.
Well, that's admirable.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so they don't get to play their show.
Oh, no.
Now, why would you go through an entire weekend waiting for this show and then ruin it?
Oh, it's great.
Why would that be great?
It's fun.
To ruin a show that you've been waiting all weekend for.
Oh, they love it. And the fires and the crime stuff. This festival's creepy, man.
It sounds creepy.
It is creepy.
Yeah. And is that if you're going to be honest with me?
Yeah.
This thing, there's something wrong with it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like that, like it's maybe a little too intense.
Oh, no. No, what's wrong with it is that it's not intense enough. It's gone down the wrong road.
What do you mean the wrong road?
It's lost its edge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's too soft.
All the things you just told me about, that's not edgy enough or hard enough for you?
Oh, no.
No?
Weak.
It's weak.
Yeah. Things actually start to turn last year at 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've had this feeling in the air that the whole thing is getting a little too soft for your liking.
Oh, yeah. You know, they have this thing where everybody gets together and, they do that thing where they rap really slowly, but without the rhyming or the beat or the music.
They rap slowly?
Yeah. But the audience members do the same thing. And then two guys, the two guys in ICP are up there, and they're also rapping slowly without the music or beats or rhymes.
It sounds like you're describing talking.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You never heard of the word talking?
I don't know. I guess never.
It's called talking.
I don't know. I never really. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I tried to introduce some new slang to the Juggalos, and Jay made fun of me.
What were you trying to introduce?
Well, it was this whole new phrase that I thought would really take off.
How did he make fun of you?
Well, he goes, "Nice try, dude." And then he sprayed some Faygo down my pants. Hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and so...
I slinked off. Spent the rest of the festival sitting behind the porta toilets. Sipping Faygo and wild turkey through a crazy straw. My makeup was running.
Yeah, because you were crying.
I was crying, yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Gets worse.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I spiraled out. And I got arrested for stealing garbage.
Okay.
This is after the festival. I was working at that place Insubordinates sub shop out by the stores at Newbridge Sulfur Mines?
Yes, you were working there.
Yeah. Yeah, we were losing a lot of business to our competition. What sub, dude?
Yeah, I've never eaten at that place.
I don't think it's very good, but they're really kicking our bottoms. And they had this special sauce.
Okay.
They put it on their subs, and we had to know what it was so we could compete.
Sure.
So here's what I did. I went and I laid in their dumpster. And so they would pile the garbage into the dumpster.
Yeah.
And it would land on me.
Okay.
And then I put it into a big bag to take back to our shop so we could figure out what the sauce was.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you laying in the dumpster for?
Oh, like hours, sometimes all day.
And this was so you could get their garbage?
Yeah.
Just tell me, why were you not waiting till they threw their garbage away and then just collecting it after it had been closed?
Well, how would I know when they were going to throw it away?
Well, after they're closed, you just know the garbage is going to be there.
How would I do that, though?
You would go to the place?
Right.
What, like, they close at like 10 o'clock probably?
Yeah.
You go by like 1 in the morning.
How would I know that there was no one there?
Because they're closed.
Well, I still don't understand. How would I...
Instead of laying in a dumpster all day and night, waiting for them to throw garbage on top of you, why would you just not wait for them to close, look around, make sure nobody's there, and then pull up to the dumpster and grab a few bags?
I would what around?
Look around.
Oh, look.
Yeah, you'd look around, make sure nobody was there, and then grab the garbage then.
Okay, I didn't think I could do that, to look.
Look, wait, you don't know the word look?
No.
Do you know what it means?
I don't know.
Did you know where your eyes are, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Your eyes look at things, see things?
Right.
That can also be called looking at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard all of that.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know if you've ever heard the phrase look at things?
I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, I kept doing it for a week. And the cops staked it out.
Yeah.
And they got me and they put me in Lowe's hut. Yeah.
For what? For stealing garbage?
For stealing garbage and also trespassing. And also attempted murder.
You said also attempted murder?
Yes.
Who did you try to murder?
My dad.
Is this the incident back in the past?
Oh, no. This is a new one.
Oh, okay. So there's a new one. Sorry.
He was mad because I put Juggalo makeup on the hood of his car. Made it a Juggalo mobile.
Yeah, and he didn't like that?
He didn't,
That you turned his car into a Juggalo mobile.
Yeah. Guess what I'm going to do this year?
What?
I'm going to come back hard.
At the gathering?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to shake things up big time.
How would you shake things up?
Well, first of all, I got to figure out how to alter my look. Yeah.
Like how? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm kind of banned from all ICP events after what happened at Hallowicked 08.
What happened at that?
Well, it's the big Halloween throwdown they have. And I showed up with my flamethrower.
You showed up with a flamethrower?
Oh, yeah. And they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, there's a shocker.
Yeah, so soft. Yeah.
And what, so because of that, you're banned now?
Oh, yeah. So there was a big tanker full of Faygo near the entrance, and I shot at the side of it with my flamethrower.
Yeah.
And I held it there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the Faygo started to boil.
Yeah.
And then this whole truck exploded. It was great.
So you blew up a giant truck?
Oh, yeah. There was some minor maiming, but nothing much.
So just some people got hurt?
Yeah, but I kept sneaking back in with different makeup.
So you would go outside and just change your makeup? You all right there?
Yeah, I had to burp.
Oh, great. Thank you for... Stop.
So I'm totally going to mess this stuff this year.
Yeah?
Guess what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to pretend to be a helicopter pilot.
And then what are you going to do?
I'm going to take people on rides.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
In the air.
Yeah, but you don't know how to fly a helicopter.
Well, it's like a car, right?
No, it's not. It's nothing like a car.
I think I looked online and it looks like it has pedals or something. I don't know.
Well, don't do that. Don't fly the helicopter.
How do they take off? They go straight up or...
No, I don't know. And because I've never flown one and I've never tried to fly one.
Well, I know more about it than you do then, I guess. I've seen it online.
You don't know anything about it. It's a disaster if you're going to try to fly a helicopter.
Are you going to tell me that you don't want me manning the rides also?
I don't want you manning the rides. That sounds like a terrible idea.
So you don't want me to unscrew the tracks of the roller coaster?
Is that what you're thinking of doing?
Yeah.
In an attempt to make it more...
Edgy.
Edgy, yeah, so...
I'm going to loosen the seats on the Pharaoh's wheel, too.
So if roller coaster crash is kind of your idea of edgy...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but the Juggalos buying it. It's great.
It's terrible.
In the service of their country.
Well, it's not in service of their country.
The United States of ICP.
Stop. That's not legit.
Know what is legit?
What?
Putting explosives in all the caves.
What are the caves?
Oh, the caves.
I don't know what...
It's a location. Oh, yeah.
There's caves out there?
Of course there is.
So you're going to put explosives in them?
Oh, yeah.
Like why?
Why not? It's called cave-in rock.
No, I'm going to say why, though. Why would you do that?
Because it'll be edgy. It'll be... Again, it's rock.
So blowing up caves with people on them.
I've already planted the explosives, so there's nothing I can do about it.
You planted them already?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's terrible.
Also better bring live snakes. Yeah.
Okay, well, why live snakes?
It'll be fun. Also a live crocodile.
Where are you getting these things from?
I just have them. I'm gonna pretend it's a suitcase.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and have a little handle on it.
You mean the crocodile?
Yeah, like a crocodile skin suitcase.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a cartoon.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
What are you, so you're planning on getting the crocodile, like, to fold up on himself?
No, just like a medium-sized one.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll just tell it to pretend that it's dead.
You'll tell the crocodile?
Yeah.
This is a disaster.
No, it's not.
And you're gonna what? Let the crocodile loose?
Oh, yeah. Just wander around, eat some burgers.
That sounds terrible.
No, it doesn't. I'll also bring in a juggalope.
What is a juggalope?
It's this amazing one-of-a-kind animal.
Uh-huh, what is it?
It's actually an old ape with juggalo makeup on it.
It's an ape?
Yeah.
Like an actual ape?
Oh, yeah.
Like a huge ape?
It's medium-sized.
Uh-huh, like what is medium-sized?
You know, it's like 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
You know, it weighs probably 275.
Uh-huh, so he's actually lighter than you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to tell you a very sad story about capitalism in America in the 1960s. The name's Don Draper, this is my story. The pain and the dream and the ads and the glory. The captain of my ship, Sterling Cooper Draper Price. The hours are insane, but the benefits are nice. It's NYC in 63. Whitley Loman, hey, that's me. I live two lives, as you can see. Even lied to my family. Drink a whiskey till I pass out on my black couch. My secretary wakes me up and I'm out. I slept with one and I'll sleep with another. Korean War vet with a prostitute mother. There's Joan and Peter, Peggy, Roger. Everyone is a problem solver. Good men, bad men, you decide. We're lost in America trying to get by.
Man, are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people call us mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people call us.
I'm Roger Sterling, man about town. 2 sex lives, 2 ex-wives down. I never was faithful, I never was home. Maybe that's now why I'm all alone. Look at me now, I'm not doing so well. Things fall apart and the partners can tell. Despised by my daughter, denied to be a father. To Red's love child, only 101 of Luster. Lucky Strike's leaving, our best client. Begged to stay, they were non-compliant. I was quiet, I couldn't hide it. The others called me out and I straight up denied it. Heart attack in my office, my lifestyle hits me in the face. The firm gets sold, kinda like my soul. So old I'm gonna die in this place. We sell desire, we sell amenities. We drive consumption, we brand identities. Good men, bad men, you decide. We're lost in America, trying to get by.
Bad man, are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people call us mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people call us.
Everything changes, life gets harder. Piggy's promoted, Joan makes partner. Peter's in LA, Lane Price is buried. Megan sings Zubazoo, now we're married. In a dark penthouse, I drink back doubts. Roger drops acid, Sally acts out. I scare away Hershey, colleagues pee. A unanimous vote and I'm placed on leave. Static from black and white TV screams. Sick and Adam Whitman haunt my dreams. I'm Satan of lost, now all that I got. An empty pack of smokes to broke a bottle of scotch. Never seen a one I couldn't sell as a need. I'm falling from a skyscraper, picking up speed. Good men, bad men, you decide. We're lost in America, trying to get by.
Bad man, are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people call us mad, man. Are we really bad, man? I don't really know, but I think it's kinda sad when people say we're
This week on Mad Men, Roger Sterling does a bunch of horrible things. Everyone is surprised, but not that surprised, as social issues play out in the background. That was Mad Men from the Donald Trump Has Very Bad Morals compilation. Speaking of which, be sure to vote. I just got my ballot in, and this is an important election, so please vote. I know I've been talking about it. I'm doing a giveaway, so if you comment on my Twitter or Instagram or Facebook post about your voting plans, you'll be submitted for a drawing to win a gigantic MC Lars merch pack. So please vote, and thank you, Schäffer. Next week, we got Richie Branson, a really talented rapper, pop culture curator, video game designer, artist, homie of mine I've known for years, and Richie Branson's dope. So tune in next week for that. Thanks everyone for listening, and thank you to Snax and Schäffer. Thank you to Scharpling and Wurster for the great bit. We appreciate you. I know they haven't heard it, but we wanted to cover it anyway. So thank you for allowing us to do that, even though you haven't heard it. Okay, Richie Branson next week. Peace.